I am a Spanish teacher. I've been an educator for over 10 years, a certified Spanish teacher, and I'm also a self-taught linguist, which means I basically speak different languages. I've taught myself different languages. I speak English, of course. I've learned Spanish, Portuguese, as well as Mandarin Chinese. And I'm also a language program developer because at this current time, I'm actually in the process of working with different school systems to help their administrators and staff learn the Spanish language. So that's something I'm very passionate about. I'm going to keep it brief today because I only have so much time, but I have my agenda here and it's going to be really brief. I primarily have pictures today, so I'm just going to share that with you all. But I'm going to share briefly my health story. That's what's going to lead to why I said yes to the Juice Plus products. That's going to lead to eventually why I said yes to the business, which is going to lead to my Tower Garden story. And then that's going to lead to the current project of which I'm working on today. And I think you guys are going to really be moved by that. So my health story. All right, this is me. Oh my goodness, what's today? May 11th, right? Yesterday was May 10th. Yesterday was the anniversary. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills just talking about this. Yesterday was the anniversary of my health journey, whereby on May 10th of 2020, I was 217 pounds. I did not look like I always look like today, but of course this was during COVID, and this was at a time where I said enough is enough. I need to love myself. I need to take care of my health. And when I began to do that, you all, literally in 1 year, I'm gonna show you a transformation. This is what happened to me in 1 year. I took control of my health by starting to exercise. I began to eat the right foods. I started doing better at that. But here's the funny thing about it. I'm actually going to share this with you all as well. I did a video. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about health and wellness. And if you're interested, I actually did a 4-year transformation anniversary where I talked about different things that I learned throughout that time. My channel is called The New Life Channel. But what's interesting as I think about my first year of this transformation, I'm thinking about 6 months in, I started to realize I needed more nutrients in my body, right? I was eating the right foods, I was exercising, but I was hearing a lot about plant-based nutrition. And I knew that I needed to get more fruits and vegetables, but I was looking into things like veganism, and I was like, oh my God, that is way too expensive. Do we have any witnesses there or here tonight in the chat about how expensive produce can be today? That was when I came across this guy. Some of you may know who he is. His name is Patrick Van Duzy. And I met him incidentally in the gym. And what was funny, as we began to talk, he began to tell me about how I could get fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And I said, what? Fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule? No way. But he said, yes way. And he began to share with me about that information. And it wasn't long before I began to take the fruits and vegetables and omegas. And here's my story and my testimony. I tell people this all the time. After about taking it for about 4 to 6 months, I had my blood test done, and my doctor looked at my blood work and he said, listen, young man, he said, your iron levels are great. Your testosterone levels are awesome. And the chances, and we don't make claims, but I'm telling you this, and it's all backed by research. He said, the chances of you getting a cardiovascular disease is slim to none. And why is that? I'm going to give this opportunity for you all to do your research. Check out the omegas. There's a study on the omega-3 index. I don't have enough time to talk about that today, but if you look into that, you're going to find it has to do with the cardiovascular, and that has a very powerful effect when you take our plant-based omegas on the body as regards that area. So I love the Juice Plus products. It wasn't just enough for me just to take the products. At some point, I was introduced to the business, and I was asked, why not share it? Right? If you know what it's doing for you and how it's impacting your life, why not share this with other people? And I said, you know what? You got a point. Because it was at that time in my life, I had changed my health, but I realized, I said, there's a hurting world out here. There's a lot of people that need to get better nutrition in their body. And what better way than to do that in such a way where I can offer them something that can help them in their life? So with that, I said yes. And what was powerful about this for me, you all, was that in the process of saying yes and sharing this with other people, I got the opportunity over time to be able to share my story. And that is very simply what this is, you all. This is an opportunity to share your story with other people. This is an opportunity I had, and I'm just so humbled. I'm so humble for this opportunity. I had an opportunity last summer to share my story in front of 5,000 plus people around the world of how I changed my life as regards my health. And this community has been such a blessing to me in more ways because I'm gonna tell you, prior to this, it was nothing but work, come home, work out, sleep, and do it all over again. Do we have any witnesses? That's pretty much what work life can be like. But this community has added value in such a way where I've been able to meet great people and to be recognized for the accomplishments that I set out for myself. I've been able to be acknowledged in front of people, which how many of us want that and need that? We go to work, we work hard, we do our 9 to 5, but it's like nobody recognizes us. Guys, we have an opportunity to be recognized for the great things that we want to do. And of course, this community. All you have to do is take a look at these pictures, the wonderful people that you get a chance to meet. This has changed my life in more ways than I can say. And all I have to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. But this is where I get to my conclusion. And I told you I wasn't going to be too long tonight, so I hope I kept my word. But in this community, you also meet great people like Stephen Ritz, who motivated me in such a way to take a look at the Tower Gardens. So if you don't know who Stephen Ritz is, I encourage you to ask the person who invited you on this call to take a look into who he is, because he is a great teacher who has traveled the world and has helped schools all around the world to get to Tower Gardens. And so with that, I'm going to share with you very briefly my experience. And to do it justice, I want to do it justice. I have another call that I did prior to this one today, where I talked about how I got Tower Gardens into the schools with a grant. So if that is you today, if you're interested in learning how to get your school or the schools in your community to get Tower Gardens for free through a grant, then I want to encourage you to get to the person who invited you to the call so I can share with them this call that I did so you can get all of that information. Like I said, today is Mother's Day. It's one day before Mother's Day, so I want to respect our time. But I'm going to show you briefly just some of the powerful vegetables that we were able to grow. The powerful thing, I'm going to just say it like this. For my last calls, what I said was, we didn't know what we were doing at first. We were totally new to this. That was the powerful thing about it. We stepped out on faith and we said, we're going to figure this thing out. And lo and behold, because we had this community, we were able to ask questions and we were able to get this thing going. You got this Tower Garden set right here on the side from the left all the way to the right where it started to grow. And eventually, y'all, it got to this form here. And just take a look at those vegetables. Oh my goodness. I have never seen vegetables that big in my life. And I was so happy, and the students were so happy to see this. And this was so powerful because I was able to do it at an elementary school whereby the kids were able to grow their own produce and be able to be an asset in the community. With that, you guys, I'm going to close with my mission that I'm currently working on now. I share with you all my story of how I've lost the weight that I have. I lost 63 pounds in 18 weeks, going from 217 to 154. Then I started bodybuilding, and that's where you see the transformation I shared with you earlier. But my mission today is not just to continue to share what my story is, but also to help other people create their own stories. And that's where in this video that you see that I posted recently on my New Life channel, I helped someone recently through the Juice Plus products, through the use of the Juice Plus products, because he does use this, lose 17 pounds in 6 weeks. So does this product work? Yes. In conjunction with a lifestyle where you're eating the right foods, you're exercising, you're sleeping, you're getting water, yes. Because again, the nutrition that we have today is lacking the essential nutrients that we need. And when you give your body what it needs, it's going to run like it needs. With that, I want to say thank you, or gracias, as we say in Spanish, and get with the person who invited you to this call so that you can learn how to help schools in your community get Tower Gardens so we can change the world together. Thank you.